Like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Off the play fake. Campbell. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, the quarterback's got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Now a dump off here complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To number 81.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
The tackle made.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Campbell. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line.
13 yards.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Campbell. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Campbell.
That catch good for only a couple.
Number 87.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, Campbell. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Offense. Can't do that.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Number 21.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That last pass might be one he remembers, Charles. He's now over 40,000 career passing yards.
And just think of the evolution of the passing game in the NFL. 40,000 at one time was unthinkable. No one thought anyone would ever get there. Now, how many guys have done it in the NFL?
Yeah, right around 20.
So we're talking a good number that have gotten that done, throwing the ball downfield. He's got a lot to be proud of and a lot more left to accomplish.
The numbers a week ago for Johnson. 14 carries, 78 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Operating from the gun, Campbell hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team...
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Bills, nothing.
Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So if we saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet, probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting that he continues the streak in this game.
On first down, Simmons. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 19 carries, 90 yards.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense. Hey, keep it going, dog. Keep it going.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw on second down. Staley, throw left side, complete. That's Haynes. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
That's the end of the first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Staley looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
49 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's going to air one out. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, Staley. He's got it complete to Thompson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 13-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Looking to throw. Staley looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Staley, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Bills have retaken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mental. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
21.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
And the Titans first down.
Johnson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
And again, the ball
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's Campbell to throw on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Titans on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
5 yards to go.
Looking to throw. Campbell. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Staley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. To throw on second down. Staley. And he slings one that's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thompson. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Staley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back to throw. Staley. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in
The kicker on for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans now just about ready to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the gun, Campbell. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Campbell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Going to give this time to the tailback. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here are the Bills to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll run on first down. It's Simmons, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Staley over the middle, complete. It's Holt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down. Staley. Throw left side, complete. That's Haynes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, just like last play.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, It makes it tough to defend.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
23 yards the pickup there. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And on today's, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a man open down the middle of the field. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A gain of
when you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Campbell now from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Douglas. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And
well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Campbell looking to throw on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go to Johnson again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Campbell. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Yeah, so hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 28-10. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
First and 10.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Staley. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here comes comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, Wilkinson. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 41. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first and 10, Staley looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt, and he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. We're back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On first down, Staley. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Yeah, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
Campbell's pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Titans.
52's the mark, boys. 52. I'm coming up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Pick up on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Campbell, and they take him down. The Bills get to him.
The quarterback sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
On down.
Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thompson. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. That catch puts him 80 away from 1,000. He's now at 920, and 920, that ties him with Torrey Holt.
That's a great name to remember, but the number 920 almost boggles the mind, doesn't it? You're talking about 80 catches away from 1,000. What a phenomenal achievement. If he gets there, they have no reason to believe he won't.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a big...
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of it.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
That's what I'm talking about.
Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Campbell. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Campbell's pass. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
52 to the mark, boy, 52. Here we go, D, get off the field.
Now Campbell on 3rd down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts, and in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll try the left side. Simmons. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call,